Tellement Proches, a French comedy, so close, probably not translation. Um, we can hesitate because most often they don't translate, at least here, and I guess that's why too. They don't just look at the title and translate. They put a label on what they think represents the movie or something like that. So I don't know how it would be translated, but then on the other hand, it's not for other markets, apparently. Given that on IMDb, if you look for it, it's Tellement Proches. They don't say something else, which they generally do. They give both titles, the original and the name on which it is sold in the Anglo-Saxon world. From the first shots, we understand scenes. We understand that this is about a modern family. A young couple have 2 children of maybe 4, 5, maybe even 6. Come to think of it, if we consider the energy of the boy and an infant, and it's crazy. They're in a supermarket, and in there, and especially in the parking lot, all hell seems to be breaking loose. Things fall from the what is that called? Anyway, things fall down on the pavement as the father tries to struggle with the baggage and the infant, and the mother, on if not high heels, some heels, is trying to run and catch the son, who's running away through the cars. And I'm thinking, maybe others in the public think too, that he will be hit by a car soon. If not deadly, because they're in a parking lot, well, injured a little anyway. I mean, if you do this, it hurts. Anyway, so that's a theme. That's the leitmotif that we will find throughout the movie, because this boy and boys in general are more than a handful. And I'm looking around here in this gated community, and at times it's a calamity. So in terms of shouting, insulting, Babylon. Anyway, this tension, the fact that they can hardly cope with the challenges, and with their own issues, would in the end, well, in the middle of the first quarter of the movie, lead to a breakup. Maybe it is temporary, but they have to see and face her. I don't think it's a lawyer. I think we're talking of something like mediator, somebody who may try and see what the problem is, or what the problems are, and maybe find a way to solve them. And complicating the situation is also the fact that the father is a former disc jockey, also a manager of events or something like that for Club Med. He was a people. He was called. I don't think peep is the slang for blowjob in French, if I'm not mistaken. And they have a babysitter who's very young. Actually, way too young for his intentions. And the man is attracted to her, takes her to the subway, talks about the fact that he's been at the Club Med, and he thinks he has seen her there. And don't you remember? I was people. I don't think I remember. Anyway, I was 10. So, okay. His wife will try and put him straight. She's 15. It can't be. C'est pas possible. But that's. I've read somewhere in a book of psychology that something like this, which is not leading to an affair, but still, when an affair takes place, it's generally thought, mistakenly, that this led to the breakup, when in fact this is a symptom. It's not the cause of the disease, but a symptom. When there are problems in a couple, there are affairs, there are desires, and reach out for somebody else and so on. So that's the symptom, caused by the fact that there are problems. When there are no problems, there is no such look for outside pleasure and engagement in extramarital coitus and so on. So there are other couples with issues in this related to the original two, let's say. There's Bruno and Catherine. Bruno is a very pleasant character. He's African French. African American is politically correct in America. He's black and he's a doctor, but still, because of the prejudice and because it's funny in this context, in the comedy, they keep asking him things as if at the bus station, when he comes to us something, go away, I don't want to buy postcards or anything. Thinking of the fact that this is, alas, the usual occupation of people coming from Africa, migrants. And they try and do the petty jobs too. Or they think he's a brancardier, an unqualified auxiliaire in the hospital when he's showing them. And this leads to a paroxysm a couple of times when he's butting his head into the mouth because he's the interlocutor is already abusive, insulting. I mean, he's not only he's trying to grab him, maybe, oh, whatever. So in the end, it's an entertaining comedy, which is probably not there on Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever. But there's a chance you find it on TV5 if you look for it.